Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast. If you are new to this channel, my name is Todd Fouché and my co-host is Chad Cloft. We're kind of well known in the Tampa Bay area for fishing for grouper and snapper, especially inside the bay, but we've recently started fishing offshore more since we bought an offshore 31-foot Stamus boat. So we've been doing a combination of both, and I plan on doing more inside the bay as we go along. But we typically do, every Friday, we do a Friday fishing forecast talking about the tides, the salooners, the weather, what's biting, what's going on around the Tampa Bay area. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. You can never be perfect, but I can do my best and try to help guide you people to where the best fishing conditions are, what the best times are. So that's kind of what we do in the Friday fishing forecast. And it's almost become a religious thing with people to where they tell me, I watch the Friday fishing forecast to determine when we're going to fish, if we're going to fish that weekend. So I just, first of all, want to say thank you to everybody for watching. We really appreciate it. So this weekend, my wife and I on Friday are going to the Tampa Bay boat show up at the fairgrounds. We're actually going today. Going to talk to a couple of people up there. Unfortunately, if you have not noticed, we were with Sunray Marine for about 3.5 years. And unfortunately they had to sell the business and they sold to Ann and Eddie Marine, and right now it looks like we're going to be looking for another sponsor per se. Sunray was a great supporter of ours. They really helped us out with the Stamus boat. They helped us out with our service on our boat, and in turn we helped market for them, help bring people to their locations, sell boats, bring in service, things like that. So that's kind of why, if somebody's noticed that the Sunray logo hasn't been on, that's why. It wasn't because we decided to part ways. We had a very good relationship. I miss all the guys over there and still in contact with them, but you know, business is business, and unfortunately that's just the way it went. But anyway, we're gonna go there, talk to a few people, and then Saturday we have an event at St. Pete Fishing Outfitters. Chad and I will be there. We have a seminar at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to be talking specifically about bay, grouper and snapper fishing, and talking about relief shading, the Navionics relief shading, talking about electronics, giving you a good visual. We're bringing a 30-inch TV so we can kind of show you exactly what we're looking at and why we're looking at it. So if you have time, it goes from 9 to 6. They're going to have the Happy Snapper food truck out there. Captain Raphael Rios will be out there. That's his truck. So come out and support St. Pete Fishing Outfitters, us, Captain Raphael, Captain Glenn Taylor, Captain Dylan Hubbard, and Captain Vance Tice will be out there doing seminars also. So you want to make sure, if you get some time tomorrow, to come out and see us. With all that being said, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in Tampa Bay. I've seen the redfish bite has been absolutely on fire. The pompano bite has been absolutely on fire. The snapper and grouper have been really good. I got reports from Captain William Wise where the grouper, they couldn't keep hand-sized pinfish down, and they went through all their pinfish and they eventually got one keeper, but they got broke off and lost a bunch of big fish inside the bay. Offshore, it's been hit or miss from what I'm hearing. We did real well with hogfish this last weekend. I didn't even film because we had so much stuff going on, but we caught 7 keeper gags, and we caught a bunch of other fish, or not gags, but hogfish. Caught a keeper gag and some porgies and mangrove snapper and yellowtail. So that was pretty decent. That was in about the 65-foot range. And this next weekend, we're actually doing an offshore trip with K-Sal Boat Works, and we're doing an overnight trip out to the Elbow. So I'm looking forward to that. If you haven't seen the K-Sal boats, they're the K-Sal 41. You want to go check them out at ksalboatworks.com. Let's go ahead and get into the tides and salooners for this weekend and talk about what we have in store. All right, on Saturday, we have a low tide at 8:25 a.m. at a 0.3 foot. And we have a high tide at 2:59 p.m. at a 2.3 foot. Then we have a low tide at 8:33 p.m. at a 1.2 foot. Then on Sunday, we have a low tide at 9:15 a.m. at a 0.2 foot. And we have a high tide at 3:54 p.m. at a 2.1 foot. Then we have another low tide at 8:52 p.m. at a 1.4 foot. For the salooners on Saturday, we have a minor feeding time from 8:03 a.m. to 9:03 a.m. and we have a major feeding time from 1:25 p.m. to 3:25 p.m. And on Sunday, we have a minor feeding time from 9:10 a.m. to 10:10 a.m. Then we have another major from 2:17 p.m. to 4:17 p.m. All right, that's the tides and salooners for this weekend. The weather, Saturday looks a little bit better than Sunday when it comes to winds. It's supposed to pick up late Sunday for the winds. Saturday's supposed to be 10 to 15, but not too bad, so I wouldn't worry about the weather. The rain chances are relatively pretty light. They keep talking about this front that stalled over us and all this rain, but we really, knock on wood, haven't had, well, we need rain, but we haven't had the rain. So the weather's turned out beautiful all week long when they said it was going to rain. So it's always a crapshoot when it comes to the weather like that. But it does look like the winds are going to be decent on Saturday going into Sunday, and then later Sunday the winds are going to pick up and go to 2 foot offshore, then eventually 3 foot. But that's late in the evening into the night. So if you're going to go offshore, you could probably get away with it. There's been way more storms offshore than there has inshore, and my future radar is showing me the same thing over the weekend. It shows most of the rain being offshore, so just take that into consideration. We have Finn's Fishing Club coming up on the first Tuesday of October, and then the second Wednesday of October there's O'Brien's Fishing Club. So there's a lot of things going on here locally in the Bay area, in the Tampa, Riverview, Apollo Beach area, St. Pete. Again, if you guys get a chance to come out and see us at St. Pete Fishing Outfitters tomorrow from 9 to 6, please do that. Help support local small businesses. That's a key. You guys have done that very well for us. We just want to say thank you. If you're fishing inshore, the redfish bite, the snook bite, the pompano bite is really good. The grouper and snapper is really good. And then offshore, hogfish, grouper are doing very well. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.